Hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry I'm late, but this stupid phone decided that it didn't want to work right. So I had to do all kinds of things to make it work. And I'm kind of rattled a little bit because I didn't start the way I wanted to start. So never mind. I'm going to get this. I'm going to let everybody come in a little bit. I'm not even sure if people are. Let me see, where am I at? And give people a chance to come in first. Let's see. Give people a moment. But hi, okay, Lex, you're here. Okay, hi Lex, glad you're here. So, anyways, this is my first live, and I wanted to do this because I've noticed that a lot of people have platforms that are not so uplifting, and I wanted to be the one that starts an uplifting channel. Um, I don't think that a lot of people are helped by just all the controversies and the hate that's being spewed out here. Uh, so I wrote a poem that I read to 4 different platforms that's called The Doomsday Party that I would like to read and then go over it. First off, I would like to express that when I did break my foot, that's the only reason why I did start looking into YouTube, because I had nothing else to do. I was stuck in the bed. And at that time, I was in pain and couldn't get around. And so there I was with my phone, and there I was on YouTube surfing around. And as I surfed around, I learned all the different things that people were talking about. And some of it was okay to listen to, and some of it was disturbing to me. And so when I wrote the poem, it just kind of brought to the forefront in my mind what the whole totality of what the black community need to do, or need to understand what they could do to rid themselves of what was wrong with the black community. And so that was what I wanted to add my input to what I feel to bring about a change. So let me start with that. I don't know if it's really loud out here because there's like a highway near where I live and it's kind of loud to me, but I'm going to try to read a little bit loud. Am I too loud? Can you guys hear me, or do I need to go inside? I'm not sure. Can you guys let me know, somebody? Lex, am I too loud, or can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Again, this is called The Doomsday Party. Fault, not all, but far too many. Black folk lost in Doomsday Party. Wide-eyed zombies led by shepherdless herding. Numerous empty-headed beings, shaming all righteous black copper folk included. Trademark sharing, damning labels. How come? Droves unruly refuse to grow the fuck up. Men quick to bark out orders without adhering to anything righteous. Alas, Doomsday Party created. Twerking, jerking, foam mouth like a rabid dog possessed, shackled lowly, blacks perform fuckery antics, hookups pretend, playhouse casually risque. Reality show imageries ruin confuse youth early. Tricked, dumbed down females gets pregnant, most likely left looking silly, unprotected, overlooked, unloved. Meanwhile, stray bandit impregnates and sexing for fun. He runs through many ones, then spits out like overly chewed gum. Max pimps players, devours her essence, turning her into a Venus trap. Soulless, angered, ratchetly loud and freakish. Attitude matches ghetto ass living. She goes rogue, wearing it as a badge. AKA black bitch hood rat. Ghetto bird disparaged. Elites props up celebrities as our select idol. Then capitalize on black foolery, wearing them as a piece of jewelry. Shit demonic, y'all. Blame game, swat it back and forth. Solutions, none. Legions of women ensnared and enslaved with child minus a family unit. Scattered, wilding out. Soon forgets child altogether now. Because now she wants out. When single moms raise children wrong, sex, touched, harmed, missing, murdered, whose fault? Just hers? Crafty lies handed out by experts. Excuse, confuse, hypocrisies. New Babylon. Odd. No call from self-proclaimed leaders to disrupt demonic partying either. Those lame bloated on power wealth with own hustle agendas. Mindless parties saturate bombard us. Ill effects are still ongoing. Disease compounds the situation with the trend down low, black men hidden, while he's pretending, sexing, women, spreading HIV. Damn. Common sense. Respect. Least required. Lost minds equals barren of wisdom. We got crimes galore. Murdering our own like playing tic-tac-toe. No one represents us anymore. The extended vacation leaders babbles the same old songs all year long. End times shows outrageous, widespread, wicked perversions. Swamp monsters hovering, preying over everyone. Yet, they still use tattered, dusted speeches. For what? Obsession of money and the bling blings like a child staring at a lit Christmas tree days. Glorifying evil doings, rap songs blasted with hypnotic sounds and beats supposed to make our demise better? Really? Many getting jiggy with it. Jaded personas leveling the community. We exalt these beasts, mocked by the world as lowlifes, disdain made plain with harassments, false arrests, abductions, missing organs, lynchings, flat out killings, open season of folks being purged. Where is the righteous outrage heard? Sweet lip liars everywhere. Benedict Arnold's blackened faces cooning it up. Useless, baseless debates as blacks waste away. Missing is black marriages, hijacked by reckless dating practices. Lies renamed traditions, cultural experiences, trends, movements, wicked. Arise, Lazarus, get up, zonked out lost sheep. Look around, scapegoated by evil ones who wants us done. Righteous, aligned with like-minded, weed out demented demons, speak truth, unapologetic, reform, return to cleanliness, community unity, take a stand and change. If not, you chose white supremacy, idolatry. Please stop doomsday partying. Please stop. Please stop. please stop. So that's what I gathered from what I watched for 4 months in the black community. So I wanted to go over the poem a little bit to give a little bit of what I meant in the poem. If you guys have any questions, whoever is here to ask me anything, I will be willing to answer anything that you may have. Go ahead, feel free. I ain't scared. Lex, you got a question? Hello? Okay, well, just in case you left, let me just go over what I mean. We are in a time, so what are the solutions? The solutions to me is we got to drop this notion that we are to fit in and be hip. And this hip hop, rap bullshit, trying to be fabulous, trying to be cool, it's not working out. It's not helping what's going on with black people. We are being targeted. We're being slaughtered. This is like a purge season. I had no idea what was going on in Chicago until I turned on the YouTube. I would never have known by watching mainstream TV news. They don't talk about none of it. So when I turned on that kind of stuff and seen Kenneka Jenkins and all that kind of thing, I was floored by what was going on there in Chicago and what's been going on. And I was shocked what was going on 2 weeks ago. All those people that were shot up. It's impossible to think that it's all just gang related. That has to be going on with the police and other mercenary type of stuff is going on there. And it's sad that no one is mad enough to say, hey, we got to stop what we're doing, because they're making it too easy to set everybody up to make it look like they are doing this stuff to themselves. I mean, the solution is we got to return to righteousness. We have to stop trying to be what society is making us look like. World star. They're making us look like we're just fools, like we're dispendable, like we're idiots. We have to stop being that. Not all of us are that way, obviously, but the vast majority that's displayed are that. And so we're all put in the category as that. And it's unfortunate. Righteousness as in doing right. I mean, you don't have to be religious to be right, to live right. I mean, I don't have to be out here being a hoe. I don't have to be out here killing people. I don't have to be out here stealing and robbing and selling drugs. And I don't need a religion to know better. You know, when I was a child, how old do you have to be when you know better? I think you know better when you're like 17, 18. Who decides what's right? Your mind, your heart, something inside of you. Something inside of you tells you what's right and what's wrong. I know not to go out here and kill, because I don't want to go to jail. There's repercussions, but that's not my nature to be out here killing anyways. That's just not me unless someone's trying to kill me. That's the only way I would ever think of that. But I'm just saying, like, we got to stop playing the part of what society is telling us we are. What if my mind and heart says take what's yours is right? Why would you say that? I don't understand. What? Say, I mean, why would you say that? Can you expound on that a little? I mean, if you're hungry, for instance, if I was homeless, starving, I would understand somebody that stole a hot dog versus, going to a jewelry store and stealing a diamond bracelet. What's right to one person may be wrong to another. That's true, but what I'm saying is there's something there's something different as far as needing something versus wanting something. Like, we have a need water, we have a need food, we have a need sleep, shelter. Those things we can't live without. But we can live without bling bling. We can live without sex. We can live without, a fancy car or a car, period. We choose to do these other things because of what society tells us to try to mimic. And I'm saying that we have to get away from trying to adhere to what society tells us to act like. And that's what's gotten black people into trouble. We're trying to tailor ourselves after the world. And we're not to be that way. We're supposed to be a unique type of people. And we're not acting that way. We're acting worse than the world, according to what we see in the news and what we see in the world. But I'm saying, like, we can all make a conscious decision to stop. Like, enough is enough. Put down the fucking bottles of alcohol to where you're drunk out of your mind, and the pipes, and having sex with random people all over the place, making kids all over the place, and all these things are not bringing you life and bringing you purpose. These things you don't need. We just have to stop doing that and come back to the basics of what we need. I'm trying to live that way. No, I don't have all the answers. I don't believe in religion, but I've stripped myself of what I used to do, which is a whole nother story I'll get into later in this channel. But the whole purpose of me doing this channel, let me get to that, is I was an orphan kid, and that brought me in very dark places in life, made me make a lot of bad decisions in life based on being alone and needy and worthless. So I filled the void as best I thought I needed to try to fill in the gap of that, and made a lot of messed up decisions to try to make myself feel better, thinking that I was doing something. And it took me many, many years to realize I was making really bad decisions that haunt me now. And I really wish I did not make those decisions 10 years ago. My life probably would be really different now. But, I can't do nothing about it. All I can do is pick up the pieces now and move forward. But, I would like to reach out to people that are abandoned, neglected, that feel worthless and feel like they have nothing and no one. They feel like they don't have nothing to show or talk about because they've been told by society, you ain't nobody. You don't have nobody that love you. You don't have parents that love you. You don't have a family that love you. You're worthless. You're a piece of shit. That's what society tells you if you don't have family. And I believed that lie for a very, very long time. It only took me getting sick and almost dying twice and rediscovering my worth through survival and fighting to live to understand that I am worth something through that process. And I became very strong through surviving that ordeal. And I know my worth now. You know what I'm saying? I do have gifts now that I've been sitting on for a long, long time. I've been scared to reveal because I always felt like I ain't ready yet. I'm not perfect yet. I ain't made it yet. I don't look good enough yet. I'm not married yet. All these other excuses that society tells you, that you have to wait on this. You got to have these other things in line first before you can do this first. No, you don't have to do. You don't have to wait. God can use anyone he wants. He can use anything he wants, anybody he wants to touch anybody, and he's going to use me, whether people will recognize that or not. And whoever I touch in this video, praise God. That's all I want to do. And at the same time that I touch people, it's going to heal me. Well, I'm glad you're expressing yourself. You have a lot to offer. Yes, and I want other people that have been neglected and hurt and harmed to not be afraid anymore, because for the longest time I've been very scared, fearful of what if, and what I also notice in the black community, when women speak, the first thing people do is they go after, oh, you got a baby, oh, you're fat, or you're ugly, or all these things to try to discourage women from speaking. Well, I don't have kids. I'm not ugly. I ain't saying I'm fine, but I ain't ugly. I don't need makeup. I have my hair. This is my hair. And I'm not afraid to talk no more. So everybody can speak whatever they want, because I'm not going to shut up. I don't care what people say about me, because I have a voice. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, and I ain't going to shut up. So they can keep on talking, but I'll talk about them if they talk about me. That's the way it's going to go. So anyways, I might not come on until next month. I just wanted to share this poem just to kind of like get my feet wet and kind of give people an idea what it is I do. I do write songs. I do poetry. But I really feel that the community needs to start uplifting and encouraging people to do more than just debate about the same stuff. Whether or not we agree to say we're African or indigenous, who cares? We're black. The world views us as lowlifes. They view us as somebody to kick or kill or harm or ridicule. And we need to be on code as to how to respond, what to think like, and also to help each other. Because when we see these people get beating black people up, nobody is rescuing nobody. Everybody's just sitting back watching or recording. And that's sad. Everybody else that's getting beat up out there, they help. But when black women are getting jumped, no one is helping. What's up with that? So I just want to kind of wake people up to what is really going on. Why are we zombies? Why are we only concerned about World Star, the bling bling, twerking around all over the place, and randomly having sex all over the place? What the hell is that all about? And that's what I would like to bring to the forefront. That's it. No, I'm not religious, but I can still be righteous, in my own way. That's what I say. Any more questions? Lex, you still there? Yeah, I'll be on here a lot more, but next month I'm going to wait. So this is my first live. I couldn't get this phone to work. I was actually trying to get another page to work, not this one, and it forced me to use this one, ironically. But I mean, how'd you think I did for the first time? Could you hear the poem very well? Did you have any questions about the poem? Yeah, I look forward to talking to you. I think you're very intelligent, Lex. outside of your emotional outbursts sometimes. But and where do you get your microphone, man? That microphone is like a super blast. I've never heard a microphone so powerful like yours. It like supersedes anybody's. Where you get that microphone from? I need to get one of those. Anybody that tries to like challenge me, I'll be like, crank it up, shut them down. But I just think that we'll be more helpful to one another if we share more of our honesty of who we are, if we're more transparent. The problem is a lot of people want to have facades. Is it just your phone? Man, what kind of phone is that? I think a lot of guys in the community, they want to be viewed as God and as perfect and as, knowing everything. And I just find it so ridiculous. I mean, a man can know a lot, but he can't know everything. You know what I mean? I think it's more admirable for a man to admit his shortcomings. I can admit mine. I can't work on no cars. I can't do anything mechanical. I know how to break anything. Anything you hand to me, I'll figure out how to break it. But I'm real good with words and expression. I'm real good at that kind of stuff. But I know my shortcomings and I admit where I'm not good at. What's wrong with admitting where you're not good at? You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, the men in the black community want to try to say they're immoral. I mean, they're not immoral, but that they're incapable of uh, anything with a blemish, anything to be critiqued or to find fault in. And it's just laughable. It's like, where do these guys come from? You know what I mean? That's why a lot of times I get on these debates just to listen to how wild out a lot of guys' viewpoints are and how they talk and how far their views really go. I find it kind of comical a lot of times, but, I still have my foot messed up, as you can see. Hopefully, this will be my last month. I've gained like 15 pounds. I'm looking forward to lose. I feel like a big fat blimp right now, and I really want to ride my bike and lose this weight. But, I was trying to wait for my foot to heal, but I was like, if I wait for that, something else is going to come up. And something else after that's going to come up. And I'm going to keep on having all these reasons to not start. So this is my reason. This is my way of bucking the excuse that I have within myself called procrastination. And, that's the demon that I have in me to keep on procrastinating, to prohibit me to come out of my shell and be who I am, which is telling my truth and trying to help those that I can help, and I think that I can help people by just being me. But thank you for coming. I only see you. I don't know if there's anybody else here, but I really appreciate you coming. And like I said, I might not come on here live until next month because I'm going to look to see what God tells me what to talk on next. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to be. I've been working on myself. Hey, how about you give me your number? I don't think is anybody else on here? Because I only see you. Do you see anybody else in here? You know who has my number? What's his name? Oh, okay. Lex. Okay, I'll email you. Okay, I'll do that. All right, I'm gonna get off this live right now because how did I do? I know that I was kind of rattled because the phone didn't start the way I had hoped on time, so I didn't start smooth sailing like I thought. But hey, it is what it is. At least I did do what I said I was gonna do. But I appreciate it, and anyone that will look at this video later that wants to contact me on email, contact me on 4blackrighteousfolks4@gmail, and I will contact you back. But if you're gonna contact me, don't let it be on no BS, because I'm not gonna be contacting somebody for some ratchet stuff or some retarded stuff. I'm not gonna be entertaining retarded stuff. So if it's legitimate stuff, stuff that you really need help with, or stuff you really want to know to uplift and encourage, I'm here for that. But for some ratchet or some stupid stuff, you'll get bypassed. I ain't got time for that. My energy's precious. So, all right. Thanks for showing up, Lex. I appreciate you, and anyone else that was here. And I'll be back next month, probably the second or third of next month, and have a new topic to talk about. Thank you, and I'll see everybody next time. All right. Bye bye.